Hi everyone and welcome to this guided meditation with me, Espen Høgen. And now today I'm gonna reading from Getting Into the Vortex. The guided meditation CD and user guide by Esther and Jerry Hicks. So good. So the new refresh day. So good to wake up in the morning, new and refresh, and start the day with just breathing and allowing, coming into a place from quieting the mind and feeling more of the energy arises from within. And then off we go, easy, gentle, and general through the day without energy. So good. Oh. Happy beautiful day, Jen. So I'm going to start with reading from General Well-Being Meditation of General Well-Being, some of them, and then Meditation of Financial Abundance, some of them, physical, and Meditation of Physical Well-Being. And then it will be the relationships. Let's see here. The meditation relationships, yeah. So I'm just reading some of them in every chapter. Happy beautiful day, Scott. Happy beautiful day, Becky. Okay, so general well-being from the page 2. So welcome to the doorway of your vortex. We are extremely pleased that you have made the decision to be here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creation and for the purpose of aligning with who you really are. Even though this vortex that we speak of cannot be found on physical maps and it is not indicated by physical signposts, it is a reality that exists just the same. It is your vibrational reality. You can tell when you enter your vortex by the way you feel. You can tell by the way you feel when you exit your vortex. In fact, your personal, precise, emotional guidance system is the only effective roadmap or signposts to your vortex. Your vortex is a vibrational heaven where the frequency are very high and without resistance. That is why it feels so good to you when you enter. And that is also why we are extremely pleased that you have made the decision to be here. All cooperative components to the furthermost expanded versions of you have been gathered by the law of attraction and are held in timeless, spaceless, ever-readiness for your access and utilization in your vortex of creation. If you are to become a cooperative component to your own vortex and to all of the wonderful things that have been gathered there, you must be a vibrational match to your vortex. In other words, you too must have a high frequency and you too must be without resistance. Each day, as you release resistant thoughts, through the power of this guided meditation, your vibrational frequency will rise and new vibrational patterns will develop until, in a short period of time, your natural vibrational inclination will be to be inside your vortex. And then you will living life as you intended to live it, accessing the energy that creates worlds, and flowing it toward your personal creative endeavors. For you are the creator of your own reality. We want you to know that as you relax and breathe and focus softly upon the words that we are offering to you here, you are allowing the gentle tuning of your vibration to the frequency of your source, who is inside the vortex. There is nothing about your physical awareness that connects you more to the non physical aspects of your being than that of your breathing. Many assume that the process of breathing is only about your physical nature, but that is not the case. The process of breathing is much more than an essential function of your physical body. Indeed, it is flowing of spirit to you and through you. That is the reasons that when the focusing of spirit through your physical body your breathing ceases also. When you are in a state of complete alignment and no resistance is present within you, the absence of any negative emotion is your indication of your complete alignment with Source. This listening experience will induce a convergence of beneficial aspects for you. For as you relax into the natural rhythm of perfect breathing while hearing these spoken words, the vibration of your physical being will gently surrender to the vibrational frequency of your source, and you will become one with your source inside the vortex. Over time, by focusing upon your breathing while hearing the perspective of source in the background, the resistant thoughts you have picked up along your physical trail will be released, and your natural alignment with the source within you will return. Through the hearing of these words in your relaxed state of allowing, you will allow the gentle tuning of your vibrational frequency to match the frequency of your source. This will not be an exercise of effort or trying, but instead an exercise of releasing and allowing, gently allowing yourself to be who you really are. Be as you find the rhythm of your body and enjoy long, slow breaths in and out as you hear our words. It is not necessary that you concentrate, and there is nothing that you need to remember. Just relax and breathe and enjoy. The key to the certain benefit that you are discovering here isn't that the here isn't that the distraction from resistant thoughts that are often present. Because of the subtle rhythm implied here in the music of the basis of this recording, your early attention will be upon that assuring a releasing of your normal resistant thoughts and concerns. As you listen for the rhythm of the music, gradually align your breathing in and out with a gentle rhythm. Your body will thrill with the discovery of optimal breath and non-physical alignment. Full, strong breath in. One, two, three. And a long, slow, easy breath out. Four, five, six, seven, eight. And in time, after a few days of refreshing yourself in this way, your body will remember its newfound rhythm. Your awareness of your breathing will gently become unconscious, and your physical body will delight in this physical experience of relaxing enjoyment. Then, while in the subtle, unconscious state of being, the words you have been hearing in the background will move forward in your awareness in a new and powerful way. And in your quiet state of non resistance, you will feel a vibrational resonance with the understanding that is at the basis of these words. This will not be a process of hearing and then remembering so that you can repeat these words, but an awareness as you hear them, that you know them. Within this process, you will be within this process you will come to understand firsthand the state of universal well-being in which you live, a state where effort and trying are replaced with relaxing and allowing, a state where worthiness is not earned but simply accepted. So then moving on to let's see, financial meditation, financial abundance. We are going to stand for a while in your physical shoes and speak words that are of greatest advantage to you. For we want you to help you find a vibrational stance to allow financial abundance to flow into your personal experience. Sometimes, even thought you're asking for a specific desire to be fulfilled, you are not actually moving toward the fulfillment of your desire, but instead, you are actually moving further from it. And even though you think you are asking for what you do want, your request is actually being made from your awareness of its absence. You usually feel discouraged when a great deal of time passes while you work on your desire, but the results you are seeking do not materialize. We want to help you to understand that you simply cannot get there from there. You cannot get to where you want to be when you are keenly aware of its absence. Rather than saying, I want more money, say instead, I want to feel my financial well being. You see, it is possible to feel an increased sense of financial well being even before the money comes. But when you are focused upon the desire for the money and taking score of the absence of the money, you are vibrationally defeating your own purpose. Rather than saying, I want or need a new car, say instead, I like the feeling of well being that comes with the driving of a new car. Because you can, because you can accomplish that feeling even before you drive the new car. And once the feeling is consistently within you, the new car and many other things that match your feeling of security will flow to you. As you allow the low bass words of a recording to play gently in the background of your mind, your resistance to well being will become less, while your allowing of well being will become more. You have only to remember that, at first, the evidence of your improved state of allowing comes in the form of good feeling emotions, not in the form of money or new cars. But eventually, the money and the new cars will come too. The stream of abundance flows generously, and it is right, and it is time for you to receive your share. This will not be difficult for you to do, and it will not take much time, because you are already well along the way. It is time for the financial abundance that you have been seeking to materialize into your experience, not because you have paid a large enough price for it through diligence and hard work, but because you now understand that it is not diligence and hard work that brings it, but vibrational alignment with abundance. Through the life that you have been living and the contrast that you have been sifting through, you have planted and cultivated many fields of abundance that are now ready for your harvest and enjoyment. It is not about your earning and deserving, but about your understanding and alignment with your desired well being. The stream of the abundance is not a quantifiable volume to be fairly proportionate until its limits have been reached, for there is no limit to this abundance or to those who drink from its stream. The stream of abundance expands proportionally to satisfy the ever increasing requests, not only keeping perfect pace with the requests, but expanding because of them. Because your requests have been in the process of becoming for some time, and because the stream has expanded to accommodate those requests, your only work now is to come into vibrational alignment with your requests in order to experience the complete satisfaction of their certain materialization. The amount of time will be passed between now and the manifestation of your desire is strictly about the time that it takes for you to replace angst with ease. It is our expectation that, as a result of your daily participation with our recording, your resistance will subside. You will begin to feel better and better. Your relationship with the financial abundance that you desire will improve, and that this will not be difficult for you to do. Moving on to the next. Meditation, physical well being. It is nice to have an opportunity to visit for, with you for the purpose of tuning to your natural rhythm of well being. Your intelligent body is comprised of trillions of cells, and they are seeking and finding alignment and balance at all times. While it's obvious that a good feeling body makes for a more pleasant physical experience, we want you to understand that finding pleasant things to focus upon also makes for a good feeling body. However, most humans are approaching the subject of their physical well being in a backward manner. Most people who are experiencing physical ailments let their physical condition dictate their mental attitude. In other words, their emotions are responsive to their physical condition. When they are in pain, they offer emotions of frustration, worry, anger, or fear. They want the condition to improve so that their emotional state can improve. Any illness or departure from physical well being begins at the cellular level, but the overwhelming propensity of your cells is that of thriving. All day, every day, your cells are reclaiming balance at such refined and subtle levels that most people are completely unaware of the power and intelligence of their cellular bodies. This continual realigning and rebalancing process hinges on cellular communication from one cell to another, and vibrational communication between the physical and non-physical aspects of those cells. And when you are feeling negative emotion, you are in the state of hindering that cellular communication. While your body is extremely resilient and has evolved to maintain significant balance even while communication is hindered, the evidence of chronic worry or anger or overwhelmment does show up in the form of diminished physical well being. Focusing upon good feeling objects of attention is the most effective way of providing the optimum environment for allowing unhindered cellular communication and the ultimate thriving of your physical body. There is no greater advantage that you could offer to your body than this gentle releasing of resistance. Right now, for your natural state is one of absolute well being, and in the absence of resistance, your physical body must thrive. Relief always feels good, and there are many things of an action nature that can give you a feeling of relief. When you are thirsty, your body feels the relief of something refreshing to drink. When you are hungry, it is a relief to eat something. When you are tired, it is a relief to rest. But if you wait until your body is completely dehydrated before you drink something or completely emaciated before you eat something, your body can get far out of balance. While it is possible to eventually bring your body back to a state of well being, It is much easier to maintain a healthy physical balance than to recover it after losing it. Most people never put themselves into the dramatic situation where they are without water or food to the point of doing damage to their physical bodies. However, it is not uncommon for people to deprive their bodies of something equally important: alignment with source energy. Often people develop patterns of thought that hold them steadily in a state of negative emotion, and even though they grow accustomed to the feeling of overwhelmment, anger, worry, blame, guilt, and so forth. The chronic negative emotion indicates strong patterns of resistance that are hindering to natural well-being. In the same way that it's a good idea to drink when you feel the indication of thirst, and therefore maintain your well-being long before dehydration is experienced, it is equally important to change the thoughts and release resistance at the first indication of negative emotion. For while it is certainly possible to withstand negative emotion for long periods of time, it is not the optimal experience for the cells of your physical body. When you learn to release resistance in the early subtle stages, your physical body must thrive. Thriving is what is natural to you. So now moving on to the last chapter is meditation, relationships. It is nice to have this opportunity to visit about relationships. There is no subject of greater significance to you than relationships, for without others you could not be you. Your relationships with the others with whom you share your planet are valuable to you in several ways. It is obvious to most that your diversity of talents and interests creates an overall environment of balance, but you are helpful to one another in other significant ways as well. Every person with whom you interact is a part of the person you are becoming. A single interaction with a single person is left out of the process of your becoming. Your interaction with other people, your interaction with others helps you to define your own personal preferences. And even if you are not speaking those preferences out loud, you are projecting them vibrationally, and they become the foundation of your very expansion. Many people assume that only pleasing relationships have value, but that it is not the case. Your awareness of an, an unwanted situation evokes from you a clear vibrational request for something different. And so, even those uncomfortable interaction with others form the vibrational basics of your expansion. People often believe that the value of interacting with others is mostly about combining talents and action in order to accomplish the things that need to be done in a society. But your interaction with one another is much more important than that. You're helping one another define the attributes of your individual and collective expansion. In other words, even the briefest of encounters with another person is actually contributing to your expansion as an eternal being. It is our desire to help you to return to your natural appreciation of the others with whom you are sharing your planet so that you can fully enjoy every encounter with others, no matter how brief or regardless of whether you agree with them or not. The others with whom you share your planet are of tremendous value to you, even when you want different things. And your Earth environment is large enough to accommodate all of the variety of interests, beliefs, and desires. The more choices that are available to you, the richer your life becomes. And in the words, a food buffet with a vast variety of choices holds a greater potential of satisfying you than unlimited buffet. Every aspect of your life is enriched when there is variety from which to choose, and your variety of choices has never been greater. We are not only speaking about the variety of choices that you have regarding lifestyles, but also choices regarding behaviors, emotional responses, personality characteristics, attitudes, moods, reaction to situations. You are surrounded by varieties and options from which you are creating the expanded versions of you. There are many situations, attitudes, lifestyles, even food choices that you do not want to participate with. Through the living of your life, you have identified many wanted and unwanted aspects, and it is important to remember that none of those unwanted things can jump into your experience because there is no assertions in your attraction-based universe. The choices that others make cannot negatively impact your experience unless you include them in your experience through your attention to them. Things come to you only through your vibrational invitation, and they remain only by your continuing attention to them. Your universal your universe is based upon freedom. Freedom for everyone to choose what they give their attention to, and therefore what they choose to experience. And your interaction with one another provides a contrasting basis that assures continual expansion. When others achieve vibrational alignment with something they desire, they in no way deprive you of your desires. If your time space reality has inspired a desire within you, it is certain that your desire can be fulfilled, for your earth environment has the potential of satisfying the essence of all desires. Your differences are of great advantage in the stimulation of new ideas and are important to your expansion. You became here eagerly in anticipating the expansion that would be born from your interaction with others. It is easy to understand the concept of the more variety there is to choose from, the more choices you would have. But there is an ever larger benefit that is born from the contrasting differences that surround you, as the details of unwanted things come into focus. For you, in your physical dimensions, equal and wanted things come into focus in the non physical dimensions. Whenever you know particularly that you do not want something. You project a frequency that holds precise information about what you do want into your vortex of creation, and your inner being, that the source within you, holds steady to that new and improved vibration. As the problem is taking shape in your awareness, an equal solution is taking shape at the same time, and as questions occur, the equal answers are born. From your non-physical vantage point before your birth into this physical body, you understood this wonderful process of eternal expansion, and you came into your physical body with tremendous eagerness. You saw the variety of your planet, and especially the contrasting points of view of the human population, as the perfect basis not only for expansion, but for a joyous expansion. You knew that every problem would bring a solution, and that every question would bring an answer, and you were thrilled about your part in the creation of those solutions and answers. Before your birth, you understood the value of contrast, and you believed in your ability to focus in the direction of your solutions. But, most important, you felt no aversions to problems, because you knew that they are all part of the process of eternal expansion. Your relished the idea of joyful exploration, personal choosing, and deliberate focus, co-creating as at its best. So good. So good. Yeah. Oh. So thank you everyone for being here, and I wish you a beautiful day, and yeah, see you tomorrow. Namaste.